All right, boys and girls, we are here. We are doing the top 10 LR tier list. It's a little bit late, and this is before we even see the details for the year 8 anniversary LRs, Easy A, which should be pretty much in like 14, 15 hours, I think, from the time I'm recording this. So, I mean, if they're not on this top 10 list, this really is the worst anniversary of all time, but they have not missed with anniversary, Dokkan Fest anniversary LR Easy A's since really the year 3s and 4s. They didn't even really miss with them. They just weren't, like gods of the game like every other batch after them. But yeah, I mean, let's just get right into it. This might surprise some people, but oh wait, let me do this way. Alright, so the first unit up is LR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, this could be, let me just admit, it could be because I only have him 55%. I know I've seen gameplay of other, like, higher dupe Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas, but I don't know, I'm just not too convinced with this guy. He's really weak if he doesn't get to attack first, especially when you don't have 23 key. If you don't have 23 key, he's just sitting there waiting to get killed because he's missing a whole additional super guaranteed and 30% damage reduction. Yeah, so he's just not getting that until you're attacking. I don't know why this couldn't just be like when key is 23 or more, so you could just have this up, and if you get locked or there's AoEs, he could actually defend against them. But yeah, this guy gets cooked to AoEs. He gets, you really have to depend on the luck of the EX supers, which is just 50% every time you get an additional super. His key mechanic is really good though, I will say that. And I don't mind him having guard for 4 turns because he does give it to himself after 4 turns from this support. Also, of course, his EX super is really good. You're raising all allies defense by 10% for 3 turns, so if you get like 2 or 3 of these every time, like you're just gonna have that constant like defensive support rolling around for 3 turns, which is very good. And obviously he does give guard. I mean, this really only affects mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I don't really know who else benefits from this. Like, maybe do any of the maybe the Tamagamis, mainly Tamagami 1 could really benefit from this, but I don't really see who else could benefit from having guard on the Daima team. Like, Glorio's getting cooked either way. The mini Super Saiyan Goku is gonna get cooked either way. Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku has guard, so it's just, and it doesn't affect the extreme characters, so this won't go on to Gomah, it won't go on to Duerku, it won't go on to, yeah, it just goes on to pretty much mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I think that is the whole reason they gave it to him, so you could have like a reliable slot 1 on that team other than Gomah. If you're running him as leader, or you're running Super Saiyan 4 Goku as lead. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I almost forgot this part of his passive. Every time the character performs 3 or more attacks in battle, so he can perform 3 attacks in battle, but then you have to wait till the following turn for this crit to be active. The super attack can activate in the same turn, but the crit, so if, let's say turn 1, you get him, you get 23 key, you get perfect RNG, because he's going to have this additional super, and he's going to have, where is it? Well, he's going to have the chance from his intro. So if you just get both of those, because it's 70% chance, then you get this one. You get the one from the perform 3 or more attacks. And you just get it. It just activates immediately, which is beautiful. And then that rolls into the next one. You'll have 1 built up for the next turn. But the crit, turn 1, you get the 3 attacks. Then you don't get the crit until turn 3. So once turn 3 hits, you get the crit. And even if you perform 3 attacks in battle, turn 5, you can't get the crit. Then you have to wait till turn 5 to activate it to have it on turn 7. So this really, in fights right now, is only up once. It's only up on turn 3 or 4. You're not getting this active any other time. I don't know. I feel like it's useless. Like, all these other characters doing guaranteed crits and shit. So much crit chance. And this guy gets 50% crit every fucking 3 turns. So yeah, I'm just not too crazy about that. He does have the active, which can be activated on his second turn, because it's third turn from entry turn. Anytime he pops back up after his first appearance, you can pop it. The damage is very lackluster on this because he doesn't stack or anything, but he does give 3 ki for 3 turns for everybody, so that's really good. But yeah, another kind of flaw in his kit is that the active just doesn't do anything. That the crazy Final Flash animation active, that he has all this effect in his artwork and it doesn't do shit, right? But yeah, I mean, that was a little bit of a rant just for Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima. So I mean, that's what I think about him. Maybe I'm underrating him a little bit, but yeah, he just gets cooked if he's getting AoE'd by any AoE that does semi capable damage. So yeah, let's just, yeah, he's in there. So our next unit is going to be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, some of you might say, wow, you got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta over over Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Hell yeah. This guy, oh, I just spoiled that shit. This guy just oh yeah, I might as well put him up since I just showed it. So yeah, I got Omega at 8. But bro, Gogeta, you don't even really need this, but now that the part 2 LRs came out, this is just free. You run this unit on the Super Saiyan 4's team, the tag Super Saiyan 4s, and the leader plus the friend, and you just activate this. You get the additional super for the first turn, and he's guaranteed critting for the first turn, and this massive key and defensive support for 4 turns for pretty much the whole. The only units you're gonna be running on that team are super class allies, so everybody's gonna be getting that. So I mean, that's just great, and he's just coming in. He's putting up big numbers. Obviously, this guy is gonna get aged out quicker probably than Vegeta, but because he's just, well, I don't know, because Vegeta, what does Vegeta have going for him to let him age gracefully? Not really anything. I think he will age better than Vegeta, because Vegeta is just supposed to be stats, and he obviously has the support, but he doesn't have anything for himself that's gonna guarantee his longevity. So yeah, this guy is great. You don't even need to hit 24 ki, like, so the key effect is not too crazy. You're always going to be hitting 18 ki when you're running him with another Super Saiyan 4 character. And he's just putting up massive numbers, and he has the ki blast nullification is great. That's something that's going to help him age better than Vegeta. He has just free damage reduction and guard start of turn. That will age out because his defense is going to age out, but he's just guaranteed effective, 50% crit on his first turn. He's guaranteed crit, and he just has all these. I mean, he's a basic character. Let's face it. It's a basic character. Obviously, he does have this fucking nuke of an active that's also like a top 5 animation in the game. It's crazy saying top 5 now, but after the part 2 LRs came out, yeah, it's top 5. It's not up there anymore. Well, it's not number 1 anymore. But yeah, he's just, you know, he's buffing himself massively for that turn, so he's gonna be able to tank pretty far into a content. I think he'll age gracefully this year too, unless there's some massive power creep. But then, like, everybody's aging out. If this guy can't defend, there's only like a handful of units that could defend. That's not a dodge character. And yeah, this has like a crazy activation. We love this activation. Can be activated next turn after the character receives an attack. So Gomah has this, Beast Gohan has this, and this guy has this. Yeah, I mean, it's just great. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you're not nullifying a super, he does get even more defense when he's being targeted with a super. So he's getting just that, and then he's getting the extra 200. So, and obviously, after a few things in battle, he will be guaranteed creating more ki, and he gets another additional super after you just do a few. So, I mean, yeah, I just really like this unit. He's just really good. Let me know if I overrated him a little bit. And then obviously we got Omega. Omega could be higher on this list, I'm gonna be honest, but more so for the fact of his leader skill, and they just keep buffing his leader skill too, which is surprising, because whenever we got GT bosses, when we got original Carnival Omega, he just came out, and then he did not get he got like 1 buff, which was the LR Frieza and Cell, and they fucking suck. That was like the only unit that came out to buff this unit like a few months after, or not this unit, but the carnival one after his release. So yeah, this guy's just great. I mean, he has the nullification to grind it in. He has the domain that you could just activate if you're running the correct team. And yeah, this guy's just crazy powerful. He's decent defensively. Obviously, he could get pieced up. He's not guarding or anything, but he does have already 50% support, and then he has another 10 here, and you're getting 10 from the other. So he will just be at 70% damage reduction, for like the whole fight, unless you float him off. But yeah, this guy's just amazing, and you know, the guaranteed nullification if you're under HP. Gogeta has the same exact thing, right? Under 70. Yeah. So, I mean, when characters come out and they don't have nullifications, it does kind of hurt. And obviously, this guy's Rainbow Orb changing and shit, and the support is just insane. Like 2-turn. I just realized these guys are like mirrors of each other, kind of. Because look, he's getting the same type of support. But yeah, the one downside is you got to run this guy on a full villain team. I mean, that's where you're gonna be running him. But his team is like legitimately, you could say top 3 teams in the game, because you could run into 99% of the hard content in this game, and it just counters it. It just counters like all the content. And I mean, yeah, this guy is just insane. He just got Legic to buff him. Legic, because this guy could be, you know, like I said, he's not the craziest defensively. So let's say against somebody who's not doing a melee super, unarmed super they call it, you just throw Legic and slot 1 that turn, and you're cooking, because then maybe he'll have more defense on the next rotation, because he's raising you for 4 turns. So I mean, yeah, I just really like this unit. Some might be surprised that I got him over Gogeta, but I mean, I really do think this guy could be even higher. Like, you could debate it, but I'm just gonna have him at 8. So the next unit is going to be Super Saiyan Gohan Future, who revives obviously into Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, some people, I understand, I might be underrating this unit a little bit, because I do not have this unit. I mean, I know what he does, and I know how strong just like the first turn invincibility, then the revive on the next turn could be, into the guaranteed dodge of the Trunks. But I don't know, I'm just not fully convinced. The damage is not too crazy on the Gohan. Obviously he could be good if you're running the full if you're running 2 of this guy and one of them revives. Obviously only one of them can revive, then he will get the guard and he's 60% damage reduction. So it won't be the worst, but I'm just not too big a fan of these units that you know, that revive into another character, because then you really don't even want to use them as a lead. At least they did, like, they remedied it as much as they could with this part of the passive. That it could be anybody, because I don't know, like, why Cell has a line in this passive that it has to be him to revive when he's a new, like, premium leader unit. Like, why would you want that? So I don't know. But yeah, also they could revive with a little bit more HP, but this could be useful obviously for activating other stuff too, so there is that. But yeah, I'm just not too crazy. I mean, the damage even for Trunks isn't the craziest, but I mean, he's surviving KO attacks if he's not in slot 1. So his first turn you're dodging, his second turn you could put him in the second or third slot, he's surviving, and he has dodge anyways. But he has 80 dodge, and he doesn't have too much damage reduction. That is the issue here. Like, he could really get pieced up. He is surviving KO attacks, but I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of 80% dodge. I don't know if you saw the showcase I did with UI Goku, but 80 dodge, I don't know, I just don't have the best luck with it. So yeah, he gets it from his active as soon as you pop in, and I mean, that turn he's gonna be doing good damage, but after that I'm just not too convinced with him. I could be massively underrating him. Obviously I do not have the unit, so bear in mind that. I will, whenever they come back, which it's a little bit, when do the December carnivals come back? Is it gonna be the Golden Week one now? The Golden Week carnival banner, since that's a thing now. I don't know, but when he comes out, then I mean, this unit's gonna age gracefully. He'll be above some of the units above him here. But yeah, maybe he'll be higher on a future tier list when I do have him, but I'm just not fully convinced. I haven't had him hands on, so that's why I have at 7. Did I put him in? Yeah. Now at 8, I mean at 8, Jesus fucking Christ. At 6, I do have the Kai Goku, which is right here. Now, obviously we know how strong this guy is. Just insane, and they really like cleaned up his kit really well. They made it so you only have to take a couple hits. Now, we were in a bad period there where like every fucking carnival for like a year needed to get hit to build up. I don't know why that was a thing. It was the first ones that came out, the Metal Cooler and the Super Saiyan Goku from the Cooler celebration. They both need to get built up. Then the December one came out with what's his name? The Hachiyak movie Goku. The Hachiyak special. He needed to get built up. He needed to get hit to get built up. Then these guys for anniversary, this guy and the Gohan, both needed to get hit to build up. That was a dark period for. And then people were also right to complain about carnivals when every unit needed to get built up and they weren't the craziest. But I mean this gives me hope for all of those other carnival units. I guess besides the STR Super Saiyan Goku. But yeah, I mean this guy's just insane. He survives KO attacks. Then he has 80% dodge, and he's healed. This is the thing. Survive KO can be amazing, but like as we've seen with the UI Goku, obviously it's better to have it than to just not have it. Like you'll just die instead of surviving with 1 HP. It gives you a chance. But I mean this guy, you're at 1 HP. Well, nope. He's gonna be doing at least one of these, and well it is he'll be doing at least one of those. And then if you have hidden potential, you could do another one of them if you have decent additional and hidden potential. So you're just going to be at 20% HP. So now the units that are in slot 2 and 3 can actually tank a normal and not die, which is just amazing. Plus, this guy's not going to be dying to anything anyways after his first turn. Like once he has all this defense and once he has the like a couple stacks, because he's greatly stacking, he's sitting at like 3 or 4 million defense, and he'll have the guard up for like any of these fights. And if any fight goes longer than this, you'll probably have enough defense to tank it anyways. But yeah, I mean, it does hurt that he only has the 20% damage reduction for 1 turn. I mean, like it doesn't matter because that first turn he's gonna die anyways unless he has the survive KO. But yeah, obviously I think they could have made this guy a little bit better. I wish because he has 80% dodge, right? So if there's like good amount of attacks in slot 0, if you put him there, he could realistically get hit again. I don't know, 80 is not convincing for me. I wish, like, look, he has 80 under 59% HP. When it's like 5% HP or less, or you could do 1% HP, because he's gonna be at 1 HP, then just give him like 10% dodge. And then this guy's like really, really safe. I mean, this guy can't get killed like that pretty much unless you're really unlucky. But I mean, yeah, this guy's just crazy. Obviously, he has the Ki Blast nullification, just 70, just permanent. He's gonna be critting. He does good damage. The heal is so good. So the first time you take that hit and you're under 59, he just fucking full heals. And then he every other turn after that, you could heal 59% HP if you're under 40. Every single time, it's permanent. You could continue using that. Before, it was just the 59% once. And then obviously this guy does have an active, and I mean the main part of this, you're not gonna be hitting too hard, I don't think, with the actual active, but you are guaranteed critting the turn you use it. So, I mean, yeah, I think this guy is just incredible. Plus, he's a Goku. He's on tons of categories. He is just very, very good. So, next up at number 5, I went the wrong way. We're gonna have the new LR Super Saiyan 4s. Now, some of you might think I might have overrated them a little bit. That's fair. Maybe it's recency bias. That's fair. We could look back on this and I could tell you if I was right or wrong. Obviously, if there's longer content coming out, this guy's gonna shoot up. But I mean, yeah, these guys are just really good. They do have a couple flaws, which I can point out. But I mean, just the stacking and the raises allies attack by 10% if you get the EX Super, I think is just incredible. I think they have the best leader skill in the game by far. I mean, GT Heroes, Power of Wishes, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Both the year 8s are gonna be on here, and they're both on All Out Struggle, so they'll both be on the full 220. You're gonna want them on there. Hopefully they rainbow. If they rainbow orb change, oh my fucking god, this guy gets even better. Because that's the problem with this guy. He is double rainbow orb changing on his first turn. You know. And another flaw, they should have made this like key +5 per rainbow. Not because he suffers from key issues, but because sometimes like there's rainbow key spheres he doesn't path to, because you know like there's more int key spheres, so he's gonna get more key if he doesn't go towards those, right? So I just wish, you know, it'd have been easier to get more rainbow key spheres, especially since you really do need the 4 in anything that's not super long. Because I mean, he's gonna be at 65% damage reduction with guard, and he's not starting with the highest amount of defense, so that first turn he could really get cooked if you're not getting the rainbows, but you are gonna get the rainbows the first turn. So I mean, there is that like that second turn they come back that could be a little shaky if you don't get the EX. He stacks a little bit less defense. That could hurt. Plus, you know, this guy's gonna get countered by like stunning bosses and sealing bosses. It really would hurt him. But I mean, these guys are just really good. Plus, they have the exchange turn 1 if you're running them on a team that you want to run them on. But another flaw with this unit is that you don't really want to swap him turn 1 anyways. With a unit that's coming a few places up, you're gonna understand why I think this. Because this guy, like, you're gonna want to stack. You're not gonna want to go into Goku without stacking anyways. Unless you're like really desperate and you know that Vegeta's gonna die in slot 1 either way, and you need to put this guy in slot 1 just to dodge, like 40% chance, like dodge or die 40%. I mean, that's not great odds, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not, there's not really a situation where you're switching to Goku turn 1 anyways, because you're gonna want to stack, and then Goku could put up good damage once you've stacked a little bit. Plus, I'm not the biggest fan of them just changing the orbs, because you can't really switch into Goku like to help with links or something for an active. You can't switch. Well, I guess you start as Vegeta, so this just pops no matter what. So you pretty much just have to use Vegeta turn 1, because otherwise you're wasting his rainbows. He obviously does have the support when he gets hit or he dodges, because he's in, so it's good they gave him this. Which is great, and he only needs 14 key for an additional super, and super effective against all types, which is great. And he gets the attack and defense permanently once you hit 24 key once, and he gets another additional super. I mean, this guy, you know, he's your typical stacking unit. He can be good. Obviously, you could maybe hide him those first couple turns, and then if you need a tank, like if you need a tank later in the fight, and you're not quite at the stage where you just need to nuke the boss, I mean, this guy will be tanking if you could get the rainbow orbs. But I found myself a lot of times, if you're not having a rainbow orb changer, you're not getting to 4. You're only getting to 4 when you have the double rainbow orb changing, or you're really lucky. That is the thing. But once, I mean, if you could get past those first couple turns, you get a couple stacks in, this guy just nukes everybody. This guy does so much damage to Goku. You could get unlucky with his first turn, because he does change these two, but if you wait long enough, you'll be able to use the active anyways, and then you'll swap the whole field to int. So, and that's another thing with this unit. You do have to like be smart when you swap into the Goku, because he changes the orbs as soon as you do. So a lot of times you're gonna have to grab the key spheres with whoever you want in slot 1 first, and then you swap to Goku. Because that's why I don't like this. I wish there was like some type of activation. I don't know what else could you do to make him orb change, other than if he just did it permanently. It doesn't have to be 2. Like, what if he just did 2 on his first appearance, then every appearance after that it's just tech to int, or random to int. That's the thing. But this guy, I mean, after supering, he's basically invincible, especially if you don't get the orbs, you could be looking shaky. But at that point, I just wouldn't even switch into him if you can't get orbs, because he'll be doing a bare minimum 3 attacks, and if you have even, you don't need a lot of hidden potential additional once he's doing 3 attacks, because each attack has a chance to activate it. So you'll have bare minimum 3 attacks. So he's gonna be he starts at 40, and he gets 10% damage reduction and dodge and crit too. But the crit will only be important after the first attack. Then the second one will be guaranteed crit. But yeah, he'll be at least 70% dodge and damage reduction post supers, and he's gonna have a lot of defense carried over from the Vegeta side, plus 100% multiplicative on his attack. So this guy's just really good. Plus he does have the active, the Spirit Bomb, which does, again, it changes the other 2 types of Key Spheres to int. It does a lot of damage because obviously it's a stacking unit. And he is supporting both Power Wishes and GT Heroes. Now, they're both getting 4 key, and if they're on both categories, they're getting 8 key, which is pretty fucking crazy. And if obviously they get both stats if they're on both. But he gives the attack to Power Wishes and the defense to GT Heroes. So, I mean, 44% is a lot of stats on active support. So it's just really good. Plus these guys are on fucking... Do they have the most? No, I think the UI and SSBE have the most teams, or the Frieza and Goku. Is that surprisingly like a low amount for a tag unit? That's only 25 categories. That's fine, 25. We're saying like, oh, the 25. There's only 25 categories now. But yeah, I really do enjoy this. I figure unless like harder content that's longer comes out, I think this guy will start to shift down on the list quite a bit. But I mean, as of right now, I'm feeling this guy top 5. Now, let me know if I'm wrong. I think most people will say I'm wrong, but it is what it is. So at number 4, we're gonna have obviously the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This guy, I mean, this guy's just like free. This guy, he doesn't have any restrictions. He all you gotta do is get him to 24 key, which is getting a lot easier when you have Rainbow Orb changing. Pan buffs him heavily. Even the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, like, he's changing enough Rainbow Orbs to where you'll have a good amount of key left for him. And if there's even 2 STR key spheres and you got 1 or 2 rainbows, this guy's at 24 key. People really love to complain about his orbs, but I mean, if you're getting 2 STR, unless it's just 2 STR key spheres and nothing else, which, I mean, if it's like that, you're just having bad luck either way. So there's a lot of units that suffer from that. But this guy, I mean, it's just, I would say it's free. But either way, you're not like, okay, you don't put up the damage that turn, but this guy still has all his defensive capabilities, as whether you get 24 key or not. Plus this guy, even if you're not getting the EX Super, which, I mean, at 24 key, he does get extra crit, which helps, but you can still get that crit, and you can still get the EX Super, which will massively boost yours and the allies' damage. So, I mean, this guy, even if you don't get the EX Super, he's still going to be putting up, like, 90, 100 mil. Rainbow, he's probably putting up 100 mil guaranteed, even without the EX Super at 24 key. It's just insane. He's a decent, he's not the greatest tank, but you could easily slot 1 this guy. Like, when in doubt, just throw this guy in slot 1. He's not no Beast Gohan, but he is very good defensively. He also does have the support, which is very good. And, well, let me talk about the support from his intro first. He just gets this for free. So anybody that's in Daima just gets free key, defense, and 4% damage reduction. And if you're on this guy's team, it's 8% damage reduction. People love to say, goddamn voice crack. People love to say that the mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta got saved by the new Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. But I feel like most of the heavy lifting is this guy with the 8% damage reduction, no? Once you get both of these guys up, like, obviously, yeah, he could get cooked without the guard. But I feel like that's doing most of the heavy lifting, no? 8% damage reduction just added to him when he's already at... He'll be at 98 the first turn, and then he'll be at 78 after that. I mean, it's pretty fucking good support. Obviously, you know, since we're not going to be getting Daima for a long time, this... I wish they could have added maybe... I mean, what? Like, he leads Battle of Fate? Couldn't they add, like, Battle of Fate and they just get the 4% damage reduction? I mean, everybody in Omega... from Omega is passive. Oh no, it is just GT bosses. Yeah, I think they're a little scared of giving that to more than one character. You know what? Let me. Where is he? Does the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the anniversary give it to more than one ally? Like more than one category? Yeah, look, he gives it to 2 categories, but I guess you could say that these 2 categories were really, like, kind of doomed after that for a few months. They just were really holding back, like on Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta, for example, because of this, which is fair. Plus, if you go to this Super Saiyan 4 to the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima, this is just turn 1. You don't gotta wait till turn 3. I mean, bare minimum, it could be turn 1 or 2 if you have less than the amount of HP, but I mean, most of the time it's gonna be turn 5 or turn 3, because that's when you'll take the damage. This guy is just turn 1, so is Omega. That's why I guess you could say that. But you know, it's fair. I mean, this is still huge. It's still huge for everybody else on Daima. It does help a lot. Plus, he is giving Daima and Goku family 40% and attack effective. I correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first guy that's giving attack effective for allies. I mean, that's pretty good. That boosts damage, whether you think it or not. Because when you're not type advantage and the guy's not critting, you're not doing damage. Like, even if you're putting up a high attack stat, you're just not doing shit. So this, at bare minimum, is helping a lot, which is it is just great. Plus, this guy has insane amounts of stats. Obviously, if you don't get the 24 key, his attack stat is not going to be good at all, really. Plus, you're going to have a way lower chance of doing the EX, because that's where you're getting your biggest amount of crit. But yeah, I mean, this guy's just really good, really free. His active is just turn 4. He guaranteed crits. When you activate this, I mean, obviously the active puts you automatically at 24 key. So you just activate this, start a turn. So that's what a lot of people don't see. I'm seeing a lot of gameplay videos of these guys using this guy. They use the active and they're like, oh shit, I couldn't get to 24 key. Here's his key issues. But they don't realize that he's at 24 key. Like, when you activate the active, he's there. And then he still puts up like 150 million, and you're like, wait, why did he do that? No, it's because he's at 24 key with this. And obviously he does get a little bit more damage reduction before attacking, so he'll be at 70. It is 70, right? 40. Am I dumb? 40. No, it's fucking 60. It's 58. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of a brain fart. And then you're going to want to put him in slot 2 or 3 once. Or once at the beginning, because then he'll just have this up. And then that's when you'll be getting the, you know, the EX supers. This guy's link set is great. He got Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Roar. They were a little stingy giving us Saiyan Roar before this year, but this year they've really been handing it out, which is great. So you got a lot of units with that. The Grade 8 Power team could be like just the best category in the game right now. Plus it's on the best like actual leader skill, which is great. Yeah, this guy's just really good. Maybe I yapped a little too long about this guy, but I do really love this guy. Obviously, the shit he's doing in his card art, he's not doing in the animations, but I still do think this guy's animations look really good, other than the 18 key, like the non-EX super. But I don't even think that looks horrible. But obviously, this is some guy we were waiting for like what, like 10 months to come out, and he just didn't come out. But yeah, I think the negativity with the animations, plus a lot of people like over exaggerate the key issue. I think this guy could even be even higher. Did I just say even 2 times the same sentence? Yes, I did. He could be even higher, in my opinion. But I mean, you'll see why maybe that's a little bit questionable. But we got Gomah. You know what? I'm just gonna throw all 3 of these guys in at this point. Where's Gomah? Gomah. This guy's a little bit further back. I do have the blues over Gomah, and then number 1 is obvious, of course. So now you could obviously go either. I think these 3 units are interchangeable. I do like the UI and SSBE a little bit better, because I mean, it's just free. Like, their invincibility is just free. Unless obviously they cancel dodge. But if they cancel dodge, all 3 of these units are a little bit shaky. But yeah, I mean, Gomah is just insane. He has 99% damage reduction, 70% dodge. Obviously, you could get unlucky with the dodge, and you could get cooked like on turn 3. When you come back, but you do have the, if he gets attacked, you do have the Great Ape, and then he'll be able to tank normals with his damage reduction, and his stats are high enough. Plus, he'll still have the dodge. So, plus you do really want to run this guy with the, you know, people from his leader skill. You're not gonna be running him on his leader skill, obviously, but you want either demonic power or Terrifying Conquerors to get the dodge. Otherwise, if you're not dodging, it's a little shaky. This guy obviously is great in long events because he just has this. Part of me feels like maybe they wanted to put the one turn on this and they forgot to. Well, no, but it's at the start of each turn, so I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with this. If you've tried this guy in Festival, it's just free. Like, you could like one turn like every boss with him almost. And then that Daima phase, which just cooks people, is just hard countered by this guy. Yeah, I mean, this guy's just free. The giant, where is it? The giant puts up this crazy active. The active does a lot of damage. He doesn't do crazy damage in the giant itself, but I mean, it's still a free turn. You get a free turn where you're not gonna take damage after, unless you're getting cooked by normals, but then that's a different story. He has this, which when it multiplies with his high ass defense, and if you put him in slot 1, you're gonna put him in slot 1. Then he has this. His defense is just really high, and a lot of people don't talk about this. 15% HP at the end of the turn, no matter what, is just so good. I mean, that's not a minor amount of HP. That's just free. Obviously, that could hurt. I mean, we're not really in the meta where we're worrying about, like, you know, like when we used to have LR Super Vegeta, who you needed to be under 77% HP. We're not really in that meta. We could be soon if they want to Super Easy the year 3s, but I mean, you're not gonna really run this guy on the same team. But this guy's just insane. He does have the 20% defensive support for 2 turns on his 12 key, which is insane because you could do multiple of those. His 18 key is an AoE, so I haven't played what do you call it, World Tournament since like before last anniversary. So I don't know how good this guy is in World Tournament. I don't know how good Omega is in World Tournament, but I mean, that is something. If something can make the worst mode in the history of the game easier and less painful, I mean, that's good. I mean, what's his name? A junior was crazy. I assume you probably still run him, but I mean, this guy's just crazy. He obviously has the one of the golden activations, just get hit or just get targeted, really, because he could dodge. So this one's even better than just getting hit. So, and he just gets the giant the next turn. So this guy, I mean, obviously is insane. I do have the blues above him just because I would have usually had Gomah above the blues, in my opinion. I think what he does is just insane. But the blues are better because of the UI Goku and SSBE, because this guy is a staple on the other team. And anytime you have the UI Goku on his first appearance, this guy's going to be at 94% dodge, in case 80% wasn't enough for him with the 70% damage reduction. I mean, it is just insane. I mean, this guy does not have weaknesses. You could say his weakness is dodge canceling, but, you know, his active reverses that. Where is it? His active makes it possible to dodge. I do wish, I mean, this is really for Festival. I do wish this guard, I mean, from here it looks like it's permanent, but it's not. It's 4 turns. I wish this guard was permanent from the Vegeta active. But that's like my one gripe with them, because that could run out, obviously. But I mean, when you're whipping out Vegeta, you're gonna be killing bosses. When you whip out his active in slot 3, I mean, the damage they do when that comes up is just crazy. Goku's damage isn't insane. I mean, it's still not bad. He's super effective. He could do a couple additionals. He's still putting up like 40-50 mil when you're at 24 key. Yeah, but he even has the defensive mechanic on receiving attack. Obviously, this guy could be an issue if, you know, if there's a team where there might be like if you're running Gomah, really. I mean, that's the only situation right now. I don't know what other extreme units will come out that's on this guy's team that's not future. But yeah, he could, you know, have less damage reduction and dodge, which that's what'll fuck him up. Which, you know, he doesn't have weaknesses, but he technically does have a restriction. He does also fucking do this insane shit, 60% defense. If you run him in slot 1, that does significantly help every other unit in the other slots once he gets that up. But yeah, this guy's just insane. Really good leader skill with the fused fighters and future. I don't know why they didn't give this guy 3 categories. Like every other major celebration unit got 3 categories. Dokkan Fest LR. But it is what it is. I mean, Fuse Fighter is still really good. Future is not so much. But yeah, this guy's insane. Vegeta obviously putting up crazy damage, and yeah, the #1 unit, which did buff this guy a little bit, obviously is going to be the UI Goku and Evolution. I mean, this unit is just ridiculous. If this unit did like who does a lot of damage, like Gogeta level of damage, then we would be talking about like the greatest unit of all time, in my opinion. Because that is the one flaw. It's not even a flaw. These guys don't put up like insane damage, especially when you're not getting the EX Super with Goku. It will be a bit lower. But once you build him, once you dodge the 4 attacks, he's hitting like 50-60 mil, and then when you get the EX, he's doing a couple mil above that. I think that's good enough, especially with what he's doing. And then you go into Vegeta. Vegeta does have the active, which buffs you for 1 turn. This does work. Like if you swap into Goku, the attack still sticks. So if you wanted to do that, that does work, obviously. But yeah, these guys are just insane. I do have a little bit of worry for Vegeta. I think he will age out pretty quick. But then again, once he ages out, you just use him for his 1 turn of 100% damage reduction, and then you don't use him again, in my opinion. Because I don't know, I think the 40% damage reduction is just not enough, you know, post super. Obviously he is massive raising stats, but that's just gonna get aged out. That's stats. His stats are gonna be too low at one point, and then he's just gonna have 40% damage reduction post super. I feel like this could have been 60. Like, why not make this 60? You know what I mean? He's not. Oh, he is guarding. My bad. He is guarding, but 40 is a little. It's a little low. That's the balance, I assume. But yeah, I mean, why not make the greatest animated unit in the history of probably mobile games in general, just like the best unit in the game? I mean, first turn, guaranteed dodge. Dodge support. Now, a lot of the time, what's going to happen, at least right now, you're running AGL UI, so a lot of the time, the dodge support kind of goes wasted. But I mean, like I said, with this guy, obviously, he's probably not, in not too many situations is he going to get damaged. So you could, you know, you have that support in case you need it for like an AoE or whatever. For 94% dodge. If you don't dodge on 94%, you are very unlucky. But he does have the survive KO, which I've seen people complain about, but it is better that he had this than if he just didn't have this. I don't get why people are so dumb. Like, people are complaining like, yo, this fucking shit sucks so bad. Look at this. He took the super, he's at 1 HP, and then the next unit died. Yeah, if he would have just took the super, he would have just died without this. You know, obviously you are prolonging the inevitable sometimes, but this does give you a chance. Like, if the boss is low enough HP and it's multiple phases, you could kill. Or if you're just at the end of the fight, you could kill before you have to tank a super. Or an attack in general, because it's 1 HP. And then or if you have dodge characters on rotation, just dodge. Because people got spoiled with the Kai Goku, because he has the survive KO and then he's healing. So you're not really having to worry about you know, dying to 1 HP, you know, dying to normals because of the 1 HP. But let's not get it twisted. This guy could still get stunned and then you die to 1 HP anyways, right? Or he gets sealed because you can't do the 12 key. So yeah, that's just extra. This does not need to be here. So I don't know why people are complaining so much. This is just extra. It's nice that he does it. It gives you a fighting chance instead of just being, oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead, when he doesn't dodge. Now, the issue with this unit, one of the flaws, this Goku he is dodge or die. Besides this survive KO, he is taking so much damage, at least pre-super. Post-super, there are like normals he could actually tank. He could tank normals, but none of like the crazy hitting normals. He's not tanking those. But I guess you do have the EX super that gives you a fighting chance. That's another thing that'll make this guy age gracefully, besides just the 2 rotations of invincibility. Is, you know, if this guy becomes the 6th unit you throw on a team, okay, let's just get him to 24 key and he just put him in slot 3 and he's dodging after his first turn, after his first 3 turns, because you have the invincibility, then you have this, he's just gonna be invincible. So obviously you could have bad luck with that, but I mean, in one of the videos I did, you know, we survived KO. He took like 3 out of the first 4 attacks in slot 0, and then I just died with 80% dodge. I mean, yeah, I guess that's how you balance him. 80% is not bad. Maybe I just have bad luck with it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this guy has this crazy phase 2 support. Like, this is multiplicative into itself, into the unit's stats already. So it's just insane support. But yeah, I mean, I do wish, this is my one complaint about the EX Super. This would just make him insane. But the EX Super, it gives you the guaranteed dodge for 1 turn, which, again, this can only mean that you could dodge after attacking. Like, you can only guaranteed dodge after supering. So why not make this 3 turns? So he could dodge the next turn too. Like, that would be just insane. Like, he would just be guaranteed dodging if you get like a crazy run on an event. He would just be guaranteed dodging for the whole event. But you know, why not, man? And you know, I mean, what else is there really to say about this unit? The Vegeta is insane. He puts up crazy numbers if you're at 24 key. He has the key support when he gets targeted with the super, which you're gonna want to tank supers with this guy, at least on his 100% damage reduction turn. This guy, the Vegeta, could have key issues like on his first turn before you build up this 8 key from getting hit, and you do have to get hit, so your dodge build will not let him build up. But yeah, I mean, this guy's guaranteed critting. He's putting up crazy attack. Well, I wouldn't say crazy attack numbers, but he's putting up good damage when you're at 24 key, even without the active skill. The Goku is the weaker unit in terms of attack when you don't have the active skill up. But I mean, I think it's good. He does have this. I did want to address this before attacking. So we saw some people say, oh, so if he's using the active skill, then you just get rid of this, so you can't throw him in slot 1 because you'll have 0% damage or just 40% damage reduction. But no, it's actually, this only activates with like his actual attacks. I would have to find the tweet. I'm not going to right now, but Proton, I think, said that it doesn't activate with actives. Like, actives in the line of code activate before this, so it doesn't actually you know, disregard this 30%. So he will still have this when you pop his active. He does. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. These guys are on, well, they're also on 25 teams. Well, yeah, they're on a bunch of teams. That's what we love about tag units. You could just fucking throw them anywhere, right? These guys do also, I forgot to mention this. These guys do also have the turn 1, you know, exchange. This is a unit where it's perfectly utilized, I think, because, you know, let's say you want to save your dodge for a later phase. Okay, I'm just gonna use Vegeta's invincibility first, right? You could just switch into Vegeta and he's invincible that first turn. And it's not like the Super Saiyan 4s where you switch into them and it's like, oh no, I switched into Vegeta, now I can't switch back into Goku because my passive activated. No, it's when you gain a key sphere with both of them. So I did want to mention that. So yeah, I mean, I just love the utility. You really do have like 2 units with them because nothing activates when you enter the turn with them. So you could just swap back and forth. Wait, I need Vegeta for Link so I could get this guy's active to do more damage. Okay, do that. That's perfect. That's what I don't like about the other unit. Like, they did make them turn 1 exchange, but you don't really want it. Like, it wouldn't hurt if they didn't have the turn 1 exchange, because you wouldn't want to switch into the Super Saiyan 4 Goku anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's the tier list. Here's some of the units that missed out, and putting them into actual tiers instead of 1 through 10. I do think the top 3 are in a level above. You could argue Super Saiyan 4 Goku up here, but he doesn't have the utility that these 3 have, like the survivability. I mean, this guy is very good defensively, but he's not like invincible. Like, these 3 guys could be invincible pretty much. The Goku a little less so, but I mean, he's just 80% dodge, 70% damage reduction. They give themselves the dodge if somebody cancels dodge. They give themselves guard if you're in a fight that doesn't cancel dodge, and that just does crazy damage. I think they're insane. The Super Saiyan 4s are a bit underrated in my opinion. Maybe I am overrating them a little bit. Oh well, we'll come to find out soon. Maybe I'm underrating again the Super Saiyan Gohan a bit because I don't have him, but this guy will age gracefully. Like, unless the content is really long, he'll probably be up here. He'll age above all 3 of these units. Now, outside of the top 10, I mean, like, anybody from Frieza to Omega is interchangeable in my opinion. Like, if you had fucking Ultimate Gohan at number 8. Okay. If you had Goku Black at number 8 or Golden Frieza and Gogeta at number 8, I'd be okay with that. Now, you do fall off a bit. I mean, Gogeta, I mean, this unit could still be crazy. They could get pieced up on their first turn, even with the damage reduction and guard that they have for one turn. But I mean, if you just throw them in slot 3 in shorter events and they come back around, you get that turn of invincibility with Gogeta as soon as you transform, because you have like 120 something damage reduction on his first turn. And, you know, he has the nullification for any type of super. They really haven't given that out since this guy, so that shows you how OP it is. The Gohan and Goten, they could still be crazy. Obviously, youth and hybrids are kind of slowing down a little bit. We did get this guy not too long ago, and we got the Gohan to buff, but it's not the craziest, you know, setup as much anymore. The gods, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you put them next to Gogeta, but Gogeta just is a little bit better, in my opinion. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku still is really good. Now, this guy he is a little susceptible in Super Saiyan 3, but he still does have the Great Ape, which gives you a free turn, basically, in almost any fight. The Gohan, let's not forget the Gohan is really good. I just don't really see like a setup you want to run with him right now. I mean, the best setup you could run is like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team with Kai Goku. That's who you want to link him with. But I mean, this guy could get cooked before he gets his dodge. But once you get his dodge up and you start building up a little bit, like you do a couple 18 keys, he will have a decent amount of defense. But his guard is only... Do I have him up here? I don't have him up. His guard is only for one turn, but he has like the damage reduction for 7 turns. I think the way Goku got it, because he's stacking defense, I think is better. Where's the hell? Should be up here. Let me just double check. Yeah, he guards for the first turn. Which, I mean, he's going to get cooked either way. Like, the Goku is going to get cooked, but he has to survive KO. And then after that, he's not going to get cooked because he has so much defense. Now, this guy... They give him the addition. That's the thing. Why does this guy's additionals? They don't do shit, right? 50% attack. You couldn't put at least 30% defense there, or something. Put something on there, because this guy's only gonna have 58% dodge. That's why you want to go like full dodge build with this guy, because this builds up even with dodges. Now, if you're not fighting an AOE boss, or you're lucky enough to dodge the AOEs, and then once you get this up. Once he has at least a turn or two of build up and he has all this defense up, I mean, he's going to be good. He's going to be good after with this 50% damage reduction, which is really good. This guy's link set isn't the greatest. But yeah, I didn't want to dive too deep into them. I don't know why I just did. But yeah, that's what I think. There are a couple more units you could throw up on here. Maybe like Vegeta and Trunks. Maybe the year 10s, like the Gogeta and the Vegeta. They could still be somewhat useful. Vegeta probably gets pieced up nowadays. I haven't used Gotenks. Oh, obviously you could put the... I didn't put the time limited buff year 6s here because I don't know. I just have a sour taste in my mouth that they're gonna, you know, that they're gonna be gone. So I'm just like, alright, I'm not even gonna fucking include them. But I mean, yeah, that was the tier list. Please let me know in the comments how wrong I got it, and tell me what I need to do to correct it. But it doesn't matter because I'm right and you're wrong. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more shitty tier lists by me. I'll try to get one of these out a month, maybe a couple more when it's a bigger celebration. But yeah, I'll do a new one of these once the year 8's Easy A's are out and about. So peace. I'll see you in the next one.